Since jet fighters first appeared in the form of the Messerschmitt Me-262 during World War II, they've come to dominate the skies. There have been some fantastic jet fighters throughout the decades since, but the ones here are some of the very best. As much as we'd love to include venerable aircraft like the Hawker Siddeley Harrier, F4 Phantom, albeit a fighter-bomber, and the Panavia Tornado, another fighter-bomber, and many others, we had to make a stand somewhere. Our cutoff, therefore, has been to choose only those still in active service by their origin nations, not to mention some of our favorites. 1. The F22 Raptor is one mean jet fighter. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is an American single-seat, twin-engine, all-weather stealth tactical fighter aircraft developed for the United States Air Force, USAF. The F-22 Raptor is a fifth-generation fighter that's considered fourth-generation in stealth aircraft technology by the USAF. It's the first operational aircraft to combine supercruise, supermaneuverability, stealth, and sensor fusion in a single weapons platform. The F-22 has retractable tricycle landing gear, 4 empennage surfaces, and clipped diamond-like delta wings and leading-edge root extensions running to the upper outboard corner of the carrot inlets. The F-22 Raptor is one of the world's most advanced and capable fighter jets. It was developed and produced jointly by Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Whilst its main role is as an air superiority fighter, it can also perform various other functions including ground attack, electronic warfare, and signal intelligence. The F-22 is one of the most expensive fighter aircraft ever produced. Each unit has a price tag in the order of $150 million, excluding R&D. Its standout features include its low radar profile and powerful array of weaponry. Many other of its avionics remain classified. Whilst many consider this the best jet fighter ever produced, it's not invincible. 2. F-15 Eagle is still one of the most dangerous jets around. The McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle is an American twin-engine, all-weather tactical fighter aircraft designed by McDonnell Douglas, now part of Boeing. Following reviews of proposals, the United States Air Force selected McDonnell Douglas's design in 1969 to meet the service's need for a dedicated air superiority fighter. The Eagle has been exported to Israel, Japan, and Saudi Arabia. The F-15 was originally envisioned as a pure air superiority aircraft. Its design included a secondary ground attack capability that was largely unused. The aircraft design proved flexible enough that an improved all-weather strike derivative, the F-15E Strike Eagle, was later developed, entered service in 1989, and has been exported to several nations. As of 2021, the aircraft is being produced in several variants. The F-15 Eagle and its variants are some of the most capable jet fighters of all time. Used primarily as an air superiority tactical fighter, it was developed and built by McDonnell Douglas. The Eagle is one of the most successful fighters in modern times, which has racked up well over 100 victories for no losses in aerial combat. It's been widely exported to many other air forces from Japan to Saudi Arabia. It's not only deadly, but really does look the part. For any child of the 1980s, this fighter is forever burned into their memory thanks to cartoon characters like Starscream from the Transformers. More recent upgraded variants like the twin-seater F-15E Strike Eagle have allowed this aging fighter to remain relevant in modern combat. It's still in service with the U.S. Air Force and is expected to be in service well into the 2020s. 3. The F-18 Hornet is a highly capable American fighter jet. The McDonnell Douglas F-18 Hornet is a twin-engine, supersonic, all-weather, carrier-capable, multi-role combat jet designed as both a fighter and attack aircraft. The F-18 was designed to be a highly versatile aircraft due to its avionics, cockpit displays, and excellent aerodynamic characteristics with the ability to carry a wide variety of weapons. The F-18 is a twin-engine, mid-wing, multi-mission tactical aircraft. It's highly maneuverable due to its good thrust-to-weight ratio, digital fly-by-wire control system, and leading-edge extensions, which allow the Hornet to remain controllable at high angles of attack. The trapezoidal wing has a 20-degree sweep back on the leading edge and a straight trailing edge. The wing has full span, leading edge flaps, and the trailing edge has single slotted flaps and ailerons over the entire span. The F-18 Hornet is widely considered to be the U.S. Navy's best and most versatile multi-role fighter. It has served with distinction for many years and in many combat areas around the world. It was developed by McDonnell Douglas and Northrop in the 1970s and went into active service in the 1980s. Its first combat action was during the 1986 bombing of Libya, and it also played a major role in the 1981 Gulf War and later the 2003 Gulf War. The Hornet is currently in use by various air forces, including the Royal Australian Air Force and Spanish Air Force. Its larger and more technically capable variant, the F-18 EF Super Hornet, features updated avionics and other improvements to bring the aircraft up to modern standards. Four, F-16 Fighting Falcon is one of the most dangerous fighter jets on the market. The General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon is a single-engine, multi-role fighter aircraft originally developed by General Dynamics for the United States Air Force. Designed as an air superiority day fighter, it evolved into a successful all-weather multi-role aircraft. The Fighting Falcon's key features include a frameless bubble canopy for better visibility, side-mounted control stick to ease control while maneuvering, an ejection seat reclined 30 degrees from vertical to reduce the effect of G-forces on the pilot, and the first use of a relaxed static stability fly-by-wire flight control system that helps to make it an agile aircraft. The F-16 is a single-engine, highly maneuverable, supersonic, multi-role tactical fighter aircraft. It's much smaller and lighter than its predecessors, but uses advanced aerodynamics and avionics, including the first use of a relaxed static stability fly-by-wire flight control system to achieve enhanced maneuver performance. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is one of the most popular fighters in the world. It has been adopted by many air forces around the world from Turkey to Brazil. It was originally developed by General Dynamics during the 1970s and first entered service for the U.S. in the late 1970s. The F-16 has since proven its worth in combat and is the main fighter for many countries' air forces. It was initially developed as a pure air superiority fighter, but has since added more strings to its bow to become a highly capable multi-role fighter. The F-16 has been steadily improved over the years, with its most recent variant, the F-16V, possessing many enhancements to keep it up to date with other fighters around the world. 5. McDonnell Douglas AV8B Harrier II. The AV8B Harrier II is a single-engine ground attack aircraft that constitutes the second generation of the Harrier jump jet family, capable of vertical or short takeoff and landing. The AV8B Harrier II is a subsonic attack aircraft of metal and composite construction that retains the basic layout of the Hawker Siddeley Harrier, with horizontal stablers and shoulder-mounted wings featuring prominent anhedral downward slope. The aircraft is powered by a single Rolls-Royce Pegasus turbofan engine, which has 2 intakes and 4 synchronized vectorable nozzles close to its turbine. The AV8B is equipped with 1 centerline fuselage and 6 wing hardpoints compared to 4 wing hardpoints on the original Harrier, along with 2 fuselage stations for a 25mm GAU-12 cannon and ammunition pack. The technological advances incorporated into the Harrier II compared to the original Harrier significantly reduced the workload on the pilot. The supercritical wing, hands-on throttle and stick, control principle, and increased engineered lateral stability make the aircraft fundamentally easier to fly. An AV-8B Harrier jet aircraft assigned to the air combat element of the 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit performs a vertical landing on the flight deck of the amphibious assault ship USS Boxer, June 16, 2013. Boxer is conducting amphibious squadron and MEU integrated training. The Corps' need for aircraft with a vertical landing and short takeoff capability can be traced to the 1942 Battle of Guadalcanal. The Marines lost over 1,000 men during that fight and felt abandoned by the Navy to fend for themselves. 6. A10 Warthog Thunderbolt II. The A10 Thunderbolt is also known as the Warthog, the Flying Gun, and the Tank Buster. The aircraft was used extensively during Operation Desert Storm. in support of NATO operations in response to the Kosovo crisis, and in Operation Iraqi Freedom. The mission of the aircraft is ground attack against tanks, armored vehicles and installations, and close air support of ground forces. The A-10 is suitable for operation from forward air bases with short takeoff and landing capability. The aircraft has a long range, 800 miles, high endurance, and can loiter in the battle area. The A-10 Warthog has received many upgrades over the years. In 1978, the aircraft received the Pave Penny Laser Receiver Pod, which sensed reflector laser radiation from a laser designator. Pave Penny has now been discontinued in favor of more capable advanced targeting pods. The A-10 began receiving an inertial navigation system in 1980. Later, the low-altitude safety and targeting enhancement upgrade provided computerized weapon aiming equipment, an autopilot, and a ground collision warning system.